Welcome to another edition of Friday at 4:20. My name is Mike Neighbors, the host for the next 40 minutes as we bring in some outstanding local stand-up comics to entertain you, and entertain you they will as we play our little game called Friday at 4:20. We'll get into the details of that, but first we've got to introduce the panel way over on my right. He's our fascist. You know him. You love him. He's Patrick Capolino.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, Patrick. It's like, I don't know if we should use the fascist line anymore. Maybe.
What does that mean again?
Well, it's just because you're way over on the right.
It's all about fashion.
Yeah, fashion. You're our fashionista. That's what he is. You heard him on the microphone already because he can't help himself but just keep talking and talking and talking. You love Manolis Zantanos.
Tikanis.
Tickany, Manolis Tickany. Thank you so much for being here, buddy.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, man. No, because I know you're busy. Like, you got a lot of stuff going on, right?
Well,
yeah, you're hammered, right? I mean, you got stuff all the time. Stuff.
In my life, living is a chore.
It's a chore, really. The hardest chore he has to perform every day. Our special guest for the first time on the show, we've wanted him in here for a long time, but we haven't been able to arrange it. Anthony Mlekuz.
Hola. Right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah,
Hola?
yes.
I got it.
See?
Hola.
You're on fire already. I love that. Anthony, great to see you, my friend.
Great to see you guys.
How are you?
Thank you
It's been a while since you and I have had a chance to catch up.
It has been.
How's stand-up comedy treating you, my friend?
Amazing.
Yeah, you having fun with it?
Like a dove with wings.
Wow. Well, that's most of
Why
the...
would it not have wings? I don't know.
Most of the doves do.
Most. Not all,
No,
Michael.
no.
Not all.
I know.
Most.
No, that's not...
Things are awesome.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
In your spare time, you also teach.
I do.
Which is really cool. What grade do you teach?
Grade 8.
Great. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, grade 8 kids can be. That's right on the cusp of being annoying.
Roller coaster of adolescence, my friend. There are hormones and everyone's dating. It's like a reality show.
Can you say what school you teach at?
I probably shouldn't.
Really?
A school?
Yeah. Okay. Just in case something comes up in the show
yeah,
that
it
goes sideways. Right. Exactly.
He just doesn't want me to show up. That's all.
That's really what it is.
Yes.
He's been bugging me for months.
Did I hear hormones?
Yes. Let's do more on the hormones. That's all Manolis heard. Anthony, great to have you here, and we're looking forward to having a little bit of fun with Friday at 4:20. For those just tuning in for the first time, and where were you? Where have you been? We appreciate it. We have 12 envelopes, official Bell Media envelopes. They say Bell Media right on them, and they have topics in them, random topics. The comics do not know the topics ahead of time, and I will share with them the topics as they drop the Plinko puck to determine which random envelope they get. Anthony, you're our special guest. You get to go first. For a grade 8 teacher, this should be easy.
I'm excited, Mike.
Yes, drop the Plinko puck, my friend, and let's see where she lands. There it is, banging back and forth, left and right. Which way is it going to go? Number four. All right, here we go. Number 4. It's funny because Manolis always likes to use the fingers to tell me what number it is because I can't see the numbers. But then we get to like 11 and he's done. He's like,
He doesn't know how to count to 11. That's the
Well,
problem.
I saw him reach for the zipper once and I was like, no, Manolis, no.
Number one.
All right. Anthony, let's go back into your history a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's dig deep, my friend. I want you to tell me something, anything you'd care to tell me about your first girlfriend.
Oh,
Tell me something about your first girl. You don't have to reveal a name if you don't want to, but you tell me something about something that stands out in your mind. The first thing that pops in your mind, you go, first girlfriend.
Oh, really? She was really into dinosaurs.
Really into dinosaurs?
Really into dinosaurs. And not the good dinosaurs, like not the T-Rex or anything. She was into like the Stegosaurus.
Oh, like the...
And the Triceratops.
The vegetarian dinosaurs?
And I remember it was a real sticking point to be like, there's better dinosaurs. What are you doing? Are you not familiar with any of the movies that have been made?
Don't think we're compatible.
But she loved drawing dinosaurs. She loved giving dinosaurs as gifts. T-shirts of dinosaurs. It was her thing.
Was that a Lost World kind of? Like, I mean, was that the time?
Yeah,
the movie?
it would have been Lost World.
Yeah.
Which really is also the worst of the Jurassic Park. So she came along at a wrong time.
I think
in
so.
My history, but yeah, big time.
I think so. Big dinosaurs.
And I
nice.
thought I was too, and then it turned out no interest in dinosaurs.
You thought you were into dinosaurs.
I thought so.
Or at
I
least
I was in love and into dinosaurs.
okay.
I was neither.
On her behalf, you were into dinosaurs for a short period of time.
You know my smile.
Yeah, I know your smile. I was like, first girlfriend. Okay, well, I've got stories. First girlfriend, Manolis, what pops into your head?
Or hers.
Whoa.
What? No, she was not a virgin. And I
And you were.
and I was.
And you
So I was embarrassed.
How did you determine that?
Well, she told me.
Oh,
It's like-
okay.
She's like,
Excellent.
she said, have you ever been with anybody else? And
Yeah.
I go, of course I have. Which, like, your hand doesn't count. But, and then I said,
Apparently.
she said, like, I said, have you? It's like, yeah. I think she said like a couple of guys or something like that.
Okay. Okay. How old was this girl?
She was
first girlfriends usually happen in like grade 4, Manolis.
Yeah, that's why I went with the dinosaur thing. That's where I thought this was going.
I think she was like 17.
She was. Manolis was in grade 4.
I don't want to say how old I was. No,
17.
no, she was. I think she was 17, 16 or 17. I think I was 17.
Oh,
No, but I was 17 too,
okay.
dude. All
that
right.
was your first girlfriend? You didn't have a girlfriend until you were 17?
I think I was 17 or 18. Yeah, I was.
Really?
Yeah, I was like really shy, and this kind of just happened. So like, I didn't have a girlfriend. I didn't.
You didn't have like a girl you crushed on when you were in like grade 5 or grade 6 or like?
Yeah,
oh my
I
God,
had a
I'm in
girl
love.
I had a crush on, but we never
You
dated.
never-
I was
never-
in love with the girl for
okay.
like 10 years, but that didn't work out.
Oh, that's stalking.
Yeah, I was. I told you about it. I stalked
Yeah,
her.
I know. And I told you, don't brag about that.
Yes. But this girl, so the problem was I told her I was not a virgin, and then about 4 months go by. It was New Year's. She wanted to have sex for the first time with me on New Year's, right? But at that point, I told her so many lies about me knowing what I'm doing with women because my friends told me stuff. I realized I didn't really know anything.
Right.
And then when it came time to have
This
sex.
is going to go badly.
Yeah, I go upstairs to have sex with this woman, and I don't even.
She's a woman.
She was at that point.
And I'm like, I try to, have sex, and I'm not even really sure if I entered her,
Right?
but I was finished right away. I think I just touched her, and I was
And it
like,
was,
I was done,
Out.
and then I didn't know what to do because I didn't even know anything about sex, so I just stayed there, still on top of her for another like minute. And then
Thinking maybe she was going to enjoy that.
Yeah, maybe, or like maybe this is what you
cuddling?
do. and-
This is cuddling.
You never asked your friends what to do when you were done. That was the one. All you knew what to do up to the point. That you're
Nobody
like,
ever does.
Now what do I do? Yeah, no
Nobody
one
ever
does.
does. Nobody.
Yeah.
The movies never show you the cleanup. There's
No.
never a cleanup in the movies, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's like nothing.
Yeah.
Everything's like, oh, we roll over and we kiss. It's like there's a mess, ladies and
No one
gentlemen.
tells you need tissues for when you're crying.
That's what you need. Patrick Coppolino. When I say the words "first girlfriend," first thing to pop into your mind is
So last year, I went to school with this girl from kindergarten till grade 8. Her name's Veronica.
okay.
I don't know if she's listening.
You're gonna use names. I like that.
I had a huge crush on her when I was a little kid, and then finally by like grade 6 or something, I had the courage to slide her a piece of paper,
Little note
that
little
asked
love
her to
note?
be my girlfriend.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, I would never say it to her face with my words. But I slid her a piece of paper, asked her to be my girlfriend. She circled yes, slid it back to me. And
Because there was a choice, yes or
yeah,
no.
yes or no.
Nice.
Or
I like
maybe
that.
2
I
yeses.
was gonna
I
say,
don't think
other
I don't know if I gave her options.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes or run.
yeah, so she did that, and then I avoided her like the plague. After. I was so
Full panic
scared.
mode.
Oh yeah, but I'm like, that's my girlfriend.
That's my
Go
way
down
over
there.
way over there.
Yeah.
She said yes.
And then
Finished before you started.
yeah, we never officially broke up, so I think we're still
You're
dating.
married now. That's the problem. You guys are officially married.
At least common law. Oh, my Lord. That is beautiful. All right. Manolis Zontanos, drop a Plinko puck. And let's see if we can't keep the conversation going. Friday at 4:20, our special guest, Anthony Mlekuz. And number one is the topic du jour for Mr. Manolis Zontanos. Best color for a car. If you were picking a car right now, any color, whatever color you want, do you think, if I had a car, I would want it to be?
What? I'm gonna say silver because
No, what?
yeah,
Every car
like
is
chrome.
silver.
I want it to be chrome. So
Oh,
anybody,
you mean like Back to the Future?
I want anybody around me when the sun hits, it blinds everybody. So no one wants to even
that's a car
drive
with a
near me.
That's a car with a purpose.
I just want to cause accidents wherever I
Right.
go. I'm driving. I'm like, I can't.
Why don't we just put a mirrored surface on it? And they
Yeah,
could
that's
just-
perfect. I want mirror color. Mirror.
All right. Well, I didn't see that coming. Patrick Coppolino, any color car. What color car are you going to get? What do you think looks cool? rolling down the road?
I don't know. My last car was a red Toyota Corolla. So
Okay.
It was a very dad car.
Yes, that is. Not as dad as a minivan, but
I don't know. I had a metallic blue car that everyone insisted was purple.
because it looked kind of like a dark purpley hue.
Yeah, I had to keep correcting people. It's metallic,
It's metallic blue. It's not purple.
Nice purple car. But I don't know.
Yeah, you don't. There's nothing that jumps out at you. It's kind of like
My favorite car that I owned was a 1990 Honda Civic. It was like the old one. It was that sky blue.
Oh, really? Like a turquoisey kind of.
Yeah, it was really.
Holy man, and you liked it.
Yeah, because
Do you think odd's better? Like in your mind, is that you'd rather have an odd-looking car than one that is?
I think so.
Yeah,
I
just
never
something-
wanted like a cool car.
Okay, you're
I
not
don't
a cool
care
car
about that.
guy.
I'm not a cool car guy.
You're
I'm
not
not
a
even a
cool
cool guy.
I wanted an Eddie Van Halen car once. That's
What's an Eddie Van Halen
I wanted
car?
the guitar. You know how the colors for Eddie Van Halen's guitar?
Oh, right,
I
with the
wanted-
red and the white.
I was going to do that to my first car, but then I thought my dad would probably kill me.
Yeah, well, there's a really good chance. What have you done to the car, Manoli?
I thought you meant you wanted a picture of Eddie Van Halen in the front of your car.
Oh, it's like wondering what
That's actually
with just
better
a
now.
painting of his face.
Yes.
So we were like, who's that? Is that Manolis' uncle? Who's on the front of his car?
I would have been more inclined to go with the picture of Valerie Bertinelli myself. And she was sweet.
Who doesn't want a Valerie
Yes.
Bertinelli car?
Valerie Bertinelli car. Now
We're
you're
hitting
talking.
all the millennials in this episode.
I'll drive that.
Anthony.
I looked at a gold wrap for my 08 Ford Focus a couple of years ago. I actually priced him out just to have a gold.
car.
Yeah, just have a gold Ford Focus. But
Yeah, and are you talking like actual gold, right?
Actual,
I mean,
like-
so it would look like a gold nugget
oh,
going down the road.
Yeah, it looked like Fort Knox with wheels.
Oh, I like that.
And a
Gold,
Ford
see?
Focus symbol, yeah.
Yes.
But we had a purple car that got used in a bank robbery. It got stolen out of our driveway and used in an actual bank robbery, and the guy got away. So I'd say purple car again. That seems to attract a lot of fun.
Or was it metallic blue?
Yeah, well,
Metallic blue.
he's driving away screaming,
Damn
metallic blue.
When you call the cops, it was metallic blue.
He got away with it, the bank robber?
Yeah, he got away with it.
So
Yeah.
why did he sell you the car?
No, he stole the car.
He stole the car.
And a bank robber
stole
you?
our car.
Oh.
Used it
So
as the
I
getaway.
Used it as a getaway
I
vehicle.
thought like it was in a bank robbery before you bought it, and then he sold you the car.
No.
He's like, I robbed a
He
bank
was
with
like,
this
don't
car.
ask this car any questions. It doesn't know nothing.
That's, if you get pulled over by the cops, you didn't rob a bank.
Shut up, car. I'll handle this.
All of that. Oh, my Lord. It's Friday at 4:20. Patrick Coppolino's going to drop the Plinko puck. Now we got a sharp-looking car. We know all about the first girlfriend. What will be the next topic on Friday at 4:20?
6.
Number six. What is number 6 hold for you, Patrick? Here we go. What's the best advice you ever received? I'll give you a second to think about that. Now, it may have come from Manolis. It may have been something your parents passed on to you. What's the best advice you can think of that you ever received? Somebody said, Patrick, from now on, this is the way you should do things. This is what you should think about.
Oh yeah, Manolis.
Manolis has given you lots of advice. I'm just hard to parse out what was good.
It's not really advice.
Okay.
He just told me once that the subconscious is stronger than the conscious.
Okay. The subconscious is better, is
The
stronger.
more you know.
Oh, Manolis is killing it. He's got the hands up. He's, champion.
I don't know.
Do you believe that? The subconscious is
Does
stronger
he
than
even know what it means?
It does make sense. He doesn't know what it means. Obviously, it's just it sounds nice, so he wants to put it on a plaque or something.
What's going on? Your brain in the back is always running. It's always.
the back
the
of the
trunk
brain.
part of your brain? In the trunk. Whatever's going on in the trunk of your brain.
The part that's helping him breathe.
I'm not really sure where the subconscious is, but I know it's a real thing.
Sure.
So I picture being
Yeah.
in the back of your brain. Is it in the back?
Yeah.
I'm a
So-
brain doctor.
And
Yeah.
so it's running. And
Yeah,
then-
always. So it's
and so
working
that-
your heart. It's making you breathe. It's telling your skin when to sweat. I mean, it's always working,
So if
brother.
you're upset about something and you don't realize it, and then all of a sudden you get drunk and you're like, I hate you. You're like, it's like you were not dealing with what's going on in the back, man.
Yeah,
Bring it
the
to
back
front.
already knew what the deal was with that person.
Yeah, bring
Okay.
it all to the front.
Bring it
all
up to the
works out.
front. It's kind of like when you used to have the mullet. Right? Yeah. Party in the back. But no, that's you want to bring the party up front. It's great advice, Patrick.
Yeah, I still don't know what it means.
I
but
do
I'm
know.
using it every day.
Every day we're passing that one on. That nugget.
My subconscious is using that advice. For sure.
Anthony, best piece of advice you can remember being given by someone.
Oh, man. Someone's told me once, if you put ice cubes in the dryer, it'll take wrinkles out of shirts.
Does it work?
It works. That's a pretty good piece of advice
clothes
right there.
are still wet.
So if you don't have time to iron, you're a busy man on the go. You don't have time to iron.
That's sweet.
And you're like, oh no, my favorite shirt's wrinkly. You throw that bad boy in the dryer for about 15 minutes with a few ice cubes. They rattle around.
Have you ever tried it without the ice cubes?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, it
It just makes it
doesn't?
more wrinkly without the ice cubes. So yeah,
Well,
that's my best
and
piece of
you as a
real
grade A
advice.
teacher know that what's happening there is steam.
Do I?
But wouldn't that happen anyways if the clothes are wet?
No, I'm saying if you go to grab an all
It's a dry shirt.
Oh,
and it's like I don't have time to
Yeah.
iron.
right.
Which is
But somehow I have time to put ice
Yeah.
cubes into a dryer
And wait 20 minutes.
and wait 20 minutes.
But you know what, Patrick, you're right. I mean, that's why the clothes don't come out wrinkled.
Wrinkly, yeah.
Because they were wet. The
And now they're
steam
not.
loosens the wrinkles out.
This
But
is
now you
such
got
a
to
scientific
Yeah,
show.
I usually-
the mind, the pant, the wrinkled pants, like we're going all over the
subconscious,
place
the
here.
Bill Nye, the
subconscious.
science guy.
That tends to be what happens with Friday at 420. It can be all over the place, and no one's more all over the place than my friend Manolis. Best advice you ever received, Manolis, not gave, because you give great advice.
Two things.
Two things.
Uh,
Don't paint
I
Eddie
was-
Van Halen on your car.
I don't know what year it was, but it was like 3 years in to stand-up comedy.
Okay.
And I was trying to get off this thing called Fast Track, and I was not getting off it, and all these other comics were, and I was showcasing for Mark Breslin, and Mark Breslin watched me. It was my third time, and he's like I had a horrible set because I was like angry and upset, and I was jealous. Why are all these people passing me?
Right.
And he didn't even know anything. He just pulled me aside and he said, "Hey, like what? Like, why are you so angry? Like, what's going on?" And it's like, don't worry about getting off this thing. Just go and have fun.
Right, right.
Have fun.
Yeah.
And it stuck with me. I was at that moment like, wait, what am I doing? I'm telling jokes. Why am I worried about what happens with these jokes?
Right.
It's like I've learned from that day on. I've always just tried
Enjoy
to
the bliss of that moment,
And that's
what
all.
happens will happen.
what happened. Yeah, and then I heard this thing. I saw a trailer for it was a Nicolas Cage movie.
Which is where I
That's where he gets all of his advice.
the best
Yeah.
advice comes from trailers. from
I
Nicolas
don't
Cage
know.
movies.
I don't even know what the movie was called. but
Don't watch Nicolas Cage movies. Just watch the trailers.
That guy says to Nicolas Cage, and I don't know I have no idea what
I
this
hope
movie.
you're about to say a
He
guy
said-
says to Nicolas Cage, "I'm going to take your face off," but I don't know what the movie was called. I have no idea what the movie was called. I don't remember.
That was based on a true story.
Oh, yes, it was.
You didn't know that?
Face Off, yes.
The right thing to do and the hardest thing to do is usually the same thing.
Oh, yeah. That's a piece of wisdom
I'm like,
from way back.
and I remember like, boom! I'm
Boom.
like, that's so right.
Yes, taking the easy way is how so many of us get in trouble by trying to take the easy way.
Yeah. So
You got to
like,
go the hard way, man.
yeah, like say you, people are bad. Like say you want to break up with someone, and you're like, you know what? I'll just let them know through text. No, you don't. No, you do. You go. You look at that person in the face and
Stand
tell
up.
them face to face that you
Yes.
don't like them
the
anymore.
hard way. Exactly. Which is what Manolis' first girlfriend said to him
Right?
shortly after he cuddled her for a minute.
I see, and it worked out for me.
It worked out. Whose turn is it to Plinko the Plinko puck?
My turn.
Go, Anthony Mlekuz. Drop one down. Mlekuz, what is that? What's the nationality of Mlekuz?
It's Slovenian.
Slovenian. It's a Slovenian name.
You like a vampire?
Exactly.
Oh,
No more questions.
all right. All right. In the classroom, do you go as Mr. Mlekuz?
Usually Mr. M.
Mr. M?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Sir.
So then the kids listening right now won't know it's you.
No, it could be.
Okay.
Any,
It could be
Mr. M.
anybody.
There's many Mr. M's out there.
What number did we get?
Oh,
Uh,
I took it
two.
out.
Two. We got two.
Wow.
I took it out and look.
He jumped. It's not the first time Manolis has gone premature on us.
Like subconscious said too.
This is Anthony. Anthony, what's the most common thing people say about the way you look? When people reference the way you look, what do they say about the way you look?
They compare me. I either get people say I look like Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen? Yeah, I can see some Seth Rogen
Or
there.
James
you're
Earl
you're a
Jones.
thinner.
Those are the two.
Wow.
James Earl
James Earl
Jones or Seth
Jones.
Rogen. But no, I hear that a lot. I hear Seth Rogen. Like,
You're thin, but you're a thinner man than
But
Seth.
Seth Rogen, and if he ran.
if he ran,
Yes.
Did
Yes.
Seth Rogen
Like,
open a gym?
if he got
Is he
his
sick?
if he got his life together, he'd look like you.
Seth
He doesn't
Rogen
have
did
it
that?
together.
millionaire did that.
Yes. That's right.
Yeah, I
That's,
hear that a lot.
When I looked at Anthony, I thought Seth Rogen with his life together. Yeah.
A woman said that to me once in a mailbox.
Oh, wow.
She rolled by me on a bike. She's like, thought Seth Rogen was getting his mail. And I was like, in this neighborhood? And then she just rode away. That was it.
Why would Seth Rogen be here?
Yeah, why would he be here collecting
I'm not
stuff?
sure.
What is
We're
he,
not really
house
sure.
sitting? Like, what's going on?
Manolis, when people refer to the way you look, what's the thing they most often say? They most often reference or make mention of?
I've got two things that I
Your tiny head? Oh, I'm sorry.
something else tiny.
Oh, hey.
What? Jeremy Piven. I get Jeremy Piven for some reason.
Oh, you guys are going. Okay, you're going with what you look like.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Well, I don't.
Well,
That's
yeah.
People make mention of it. Yeah.
I look like
No?
people think of me. I don't know. I think I am definitely a disheveled soul. So like,
Right. It's the disheveled nature of your
homeless is close.
homeless.
So it's like, why is this?
That's what I was looking
Why
for.
is this cowboy on stage? I wear Western shirts and like, what?
Yeah. Where's the hat?
Oh wait, you're talking about like Rob? He says like, oh yeah, I love this. Was Rob Ross? Like I would open up. I was like emceeing for him, and his first line he'd be always like, "Give it up for Manolis, everyone." He always looks like he just survived the plane crash.
That is perfect.
And he'd start.
I love that.
And then because I've already been on stage for so long, so 200 people would go boom, just laugh right away. I'm like,
And he's on fire.
he's on fire.
He's off and running.
and he's not wrong.
No.
You
well,
did just survive a plane crash.
Yeah.
Patrick Capolino, what's the first thing people reference when they see you? They look at you. They kind of go, "Oh my god!"
Ew. Ew.
Oh yeah.
Him?
What did Josh's brother say about you?
Oh, well, I get Mac Miller a lot.
Mac Miller.
Yeah,
Okay.
But what did he
Oh,
say?
Mac
oh,
Miller?
old Mac Miller.
An old Mac
Yeah.
Miller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
Mac
old.
Miller older than you?
Mac Miller
Well,
has
he's
survived a
passed
plane
away now.
crash.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's not alive anymore.
He still looks better than you.
That's true.
All
No,
right.
we're about the same age.
Oh, okay. Same age.
Yeah.
But
We're the same age.
we're the same age. You're living a much healthier life than Mac Miller.
I don't know.
All right, Manolis, drop the Plinko puck. We'll see what people have to say about this next topic. It's Friday at 4:20. Our guest, Anthony Mlekuz. We're here with our usual co-conspirators, Manolis Zontanos, Patrick Capolino.
Number three.
Number three, ladies and gentlemen. Topic number 3 on this Friday at 4:20.
I used to think numbers just went to 12 because of TVs.
I thought you were going to tell me something about the way I looked. You were staring right at me when you told me.
He's
I
all
used
over
to
the place.
I thought numbers went like because TVs went to like 1 to.
Just
like,
19, yeah.
So you thought there
no,
was
mine
no.
was 1 to 12, and then
Oh,
U.
right.
No, I thought,
UTV.
I thought numbers went like 12 U dot C because there was like that. Was like, I don't know why there's a U after 12.
then
but I
back
don't
to
know.
0.
Whatever, dude.
You paying me dot amount of money?
All right, Manolis, this topic's for you. When I say this, I want you to just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. Best weekend ever.
Florida.
That's it.
Florida. It was Daytona, and this,
Ooh.
and I saw this. I saw
Oh.
and this chick.
It's getting interesting.
I saw this chick, and I started talking to her, and I met up with her later somehow, and she at first time I didn't know this, but she was like this hot blonde girl. She had a sugar daddy.
She had a sugar daddy.
She had a sugar daddy.
What
Okay.
did he look like?
Like me now.
Looked like he just survived a plane crash.
I'm like, why are you with this dude? And I understand. I guess he was
a pilot.
He was a,
Yeah, no.
and then I ran into her later, and she ditched the guy and spent the night with me, which was me. Like this girl was like Pamela Anderson, hot. Like it was.
Wow.
And then I remember it was to this day. Weirdly,
When she spent the night with you, did she realize that you didn't have any money?
yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
all right,
I was
okay,
like, she knew
excellent.
I was from Canada. It was the funny thing is like I talked to her. She worked at a clothing shop. That's when I started talking to her. And then I ran into these guys that I knew was actually from Hamilton that was on vacation too. And they said like, oh my God, we just ran into some girl. We talked to some girl, and she goes, we said, where are you? She's like, where are you from? I'm like, Canada's like, oh, she goes, do you know Manolis? And they're like, what? What do you mean? How did this happen? And the nicest thing, I think this is the nice thing the girl said to me after we spent the night. And she, in the morning, she said, like, when I was taking her back to her place, she goes, you never let me go all night. Like,
Oh yeah, you never
I know.
let her go.
I was like,
you
I'm
were
like,
afraid she was going to run away.
yeah, exactly. Of course they didn't let you go. Are
She
you
didn't
crazy?
say it like that. She was like, "You never let me go all night." But in his mind, she whispered it.
I can't breathe. Don't leave me.
No.
Don't
Actually,
leave me.
now that I think about it, it was the worst weekend now.
Patrick Coppolino, first thing that pops into mind when I say best weekend ever.
Any weekend at Levity Comedy Club. Levity Comedy Club and Lounge.
Chilling for the man.
Best weekend you'll ever
Yeah,
have.
absolutely. That'd be the
Any
best
weekend.
weekend. Any weekend. It's
Is
a great
that a
place.
comedy club that's close by, Patrick?
Yes, it's located at 120 King Street West, downtown Hamilton.
Well, we're all gonna go check it out. Now.
Let's go this weekend, guys.
I heard the lounge is open from 4 to
They have a lounge. Oh. I wonder if someone will whisper "You held me all night" when we get there.
I'll be there.
He definitely will. Anthony, best weekend ever.
I got really drunk Niagara Falls once at a Styx concert for New Year's.
Oh, wow.
And two of my buddies had to literally drag me back to our hotel. And I was on my tippy toes getting dragged through the streets of Niagara. And I was like yelling at people. It was the first time where I ever was like, I'm going to be that drunk guy. And I was yelling at people and like making faces.
Having a
And I
blast.
was like, I'm the king of the world out here. And I was not. And then I held my friend all night. And I said,
never let him go.
never let me go. Never let me go.
Honestly, this is why I think people tune into Friday at 420, because never, ever in the world would you hear best weekend ever, Niagara Falls Styx concert. It's just never going to happen, except here on Friday at 420.
Or if you're interviewing Styx.
Oh, yeah, I guess,
Be their best.
one weekend they were in Niagara Falls. Shoot me a puck into the Plinko board there. Pick me a number. Give me a topic. Let's keep this train rolling.
7.
Number 7. Here we go. Number 7. Looking through the topics. Friday at 420. What's your? This is your topic, Patrick. What's your biggest worry in life? Biggest worry. What keeps you up at night, buddy?
Dying and leaving my kid with nothing. I hope something good happens soon.
Well, you keep plugging Levity Comedy
Where
Club.
is this lounge?
120 King Street West.
Well, there you go. Do you really think
Yeah, I mean,
about caring for your daughter?
Yes.
Yeah, the biggest worry in your life is making sure she's taken care of.
Yeah.
Okay.
for sure.
That was.
Yep.
You said it in a funny way, but I get where you were going. Manolis, biggest worry in life?
Living. I'm like,
just getting through another day.
I'm like, if I have to be here for another 30 years, I'm like, nah,
I
man,
can't do
I can't
this.
do this. Patrick wants to die. I want to. He wants to live. He wants to live. I want to die.
Oh.
So, I don't know. I have.
Do you worry about much? Are you a worrier? Patrick, are you a worrier?
I have this.
Back to Patrick for 1 second there. Sorry, Manolis, because I want to, this opens up an interesting. Are you a worrier?
No.
No,
I'm
so-
a pretty optimistic
Person. It's worked out well so far.
I think I suppress a lot of things. I don't worry about things too much.
But you're not a worrier.
No.
Okay.
But when I became a father, I became one.
No, you can't help, right? I mean, because I'm not a worrier, and but I got kids, I worry.
I have the way
are you a worrier though, Manolis?
I worry at times, but then
Okay.
I just get drunk, right?
Okay,
So,
yes.
But
Yes, that
but-
goes back to Anthony and the Styx concert.
yeah,
What a great night.
Oh my God! Remember that night? That was the
No,
best.
I don't.
but I have my theory is this: like I don't like. I've always got along with everybody in the sense of no matter if you talk to someone that's really old, to me they're not old because I think you're either alive or you're dead.
Right.
So just like there's no what's the worry about? You're alive.
Not judging you based on how long you've
You
been
don't-
here or
yeah, it's
whatever.
like
You
you're
can
not-
be my friend. It doesn't matter.
You're not 100 years old. You're alive.
Right.
So you just be alive.
Yeah.
Until
And
you're
let's
dead.
just enjoy some
Yeah,
conversation
enjoy it,
and have some fun. And
We're just here now, dude. And
so,
this is,
so you don't worry. You don't have a big worry in life.
No, I honestly would like my life to get more financially successful, so my parents don't worry. If that makes sense, I would like.
See, your worry is about your parents worrying.
I would like them to know, because I think my dad probably thinks like when he's gone that I'll be homeless.
He thinks that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he's not thinking. He kind of knows.
I don't think he's wrong either, but you know what I'm saying. I just don't. I would like to be rich for just for long enough until he's
So they feel comfortable that
And
you're
then once
on
they're
your way.
gone, if it all goes
Excellent.
to hell, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But you know what? The other way to look at that is maybe the fact that they're worried about you and concerned about you is keeping them around.
Right.
There you go.
There
well,
you
that's
go.
good, right?
Right.
More
Yeah,
time
you're
with
like
them.
their garden.
Yeah.
It gives them a reason to
Yeah.
still be breathing.
I got to get up again this morning. Manoli has no place
Who's
to
going to
live.
water the
I am
Manoli plant?
I am the project that you never fix.
That she can never
You're
fix.
a rusty old gate. That's what you remind me of. A rusty old
I'm alive, Anthony.
Anthony,
here.
Anthony, are you a worrier?
no.
Are you not a worrier?
Not a worrier. But funny that Manol said that. I think the one thing I think about is I don't want to be like a curmudgeon. Like I don't want to be old and like miserable. I just
Right.
want to enjoy
Right.
life. You never know what could happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, just
Do
have
you,
fun.
is there something you worry about though? Is there something that kind of plagues you a little bit? You kind of go, geez, if I could just get a handle on this, it would, make everything a little bit easier, better, whatever.
Not really.
Not really?
I'm
No, you're
very
pretty good.
I'm very. You guys
That's
have a
good.
terrible life.
That's all right, man.
No, I'm good. I
That's
check
okay
the
to
front
be
door
good.
a lot.
You
I check the front door a lot.
Well,
That's
since
too
your
much.
got was stolen for
That's
a bank
more of an
robbery,
OCD
right?
thing,
Yeah.
But yeah, I have to make sure that door is locked.
Don't want to lose your car again for
No.
another bank robbery. Whose turn is it to drop the Plinko puck?
I think it's mine. Yep.
I think we're having trouble keeping track. This thing went off the rails about 30 minutes ago.
I think we already got some.
7. We'll do
7,
12.
yeah, next nearest.
12.
12. Here we go. Friday at 4:20. Topic number 12. This is interesting. I want you to think about this for a second, all right? I'm going to ask you, and they can come from anywhere. I don't necessarily need to know where you got them from. I just need to know your 3 favorite female names. Ooh, interesting. 3 favorite female names.
I gotta say Kelly, my wife.
Okay.
I have to say that.
Yeah, you do.
If I don't
Yeah.
say that.
Oh, yeah. Then you would have things to worry about.
Matilda. I really like the
You
name
like Matilda? That's an interesting name,
I
isn't
like
it?
the name
Yeah.
Matilda. And I like the name Gertrude because I
Really?
like the name Trudy.
Oh,
So I feel like I
okay.
can't say Trudy because
But
that
you-
sounds odd.
no,
When I
you-
say Gertrude.
You know what? You can go straight.
I like Trudy.
Nowadays, you can go straight to Trudy.
You know what? I like Trudy.
You don't have to.
All right, there it is.
You don't have to label your kid with
I'm out
Gertrude.
Trudy's awesome.
I like Trudy.
Trudy. Trudy's
Trudy is a
it sounds like
lady's
a
name I like.
Sounds like a fun name, doesn't it?
short for Trudith.
Or no, it's not. Manole. 3 favorite female names.
Kelly.
And this is Manolis now hitting on Anthony's wife.
I'm happy actually that I do know your wife's name. It took me forever to
Yeah, I
remember.
used to call her Han and Babe.
And his wife would call me on it. It's like, you don't know my name. I'm like,
Oh,
Babe, of course I do.
and I'm looking at Anthony like, help me,
sweetie.
I'm like, I'm not married to you. What do you want from me? But I did give
I
give
like
you
that
guys-
she called her.
I
That
gave
she
you
called
guys-
him out.
Yeah, she does.
I
Yeah,
like
she's-
that.
Oh,
That's awesome.
She's super rad chick.
Okay.
yeah.
But
Super rad chick. That's about the best compliment she's gonna get.
Yeah. she liked my wedding.
She loved your wedding card. Yeah, Manolis gave us the greatest wedding card, I think, ever. He gave us a card for, was it 30 or 50 years?
50-year anniversary card.
He gave us a
Oh.
50-year anniversary card on our wedding day and put a great message in there that was kind of built around the idea of, you'll look back on this card in 50 years and you'll smile and I'll be gone, but you'll be.
Oh, that's
it's like the most
awesome.
romantic thing
That's
ever.
very cool, man. I like
Very
that.
cool.
I like on stage. I like saying the word Sally. I like when you, like when
You come up with like a character?
Yeah, you give
Yeah,
a girl
or
name on
person,
stage or
yeah.
Tina.
Yeah.
I always like Tina or Sally. I don't know. I think Sally's. I think Sally's such a funny name.
So
Like,
so
hey, Sally
so you like Kelly, you like Sally,
and Tina.
and Tina. Those are going to be your 3 names.
Yes.
Okay, nice
Yes.
job. Well done.
Did I win any? Did I win something?
Not yet. Wait.
Oh, you
till
gotta
the
wait.
end.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Till the
pick the best.
end.
I'm gonna pick the best of all the names. Patrick Coppolino, 3 favorite female names.
Well, like Anthony, I have some obligations. Esther, of course, my daughter. Lindsay.
Where did Esther come from?
I don't know. I was just looking at baby names. That's
Okay.
the only one that
That one
stuck
just
out.
popped out at you, and
Yeah.
you loved Esther. And
Yeah, it was,
Okay.
just stood out. And
what was the next one?
Lindsay. my
Lindsay.
wife.
Okay.
She spells it with 2 Y's in it. That's
2
pretty
Y's.
Cool, right?
Okay. Oh yeah.
And
We love the
my
misspelling of the names.
My first girlfriend, Veronica.
Are you still dating?
His still girlfriend.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my
yeah.
current
They're still,
girlfriend.
yeah. You're still
Yeah,
together.
She's
man.
married now too.
Oh
To you?
wow! Wow. You're both married and still dating. That's weird.
I'd love it if he went home afterwards and his wife's like, "Who the hell is Veronica?"
Damn it! I knew she was going to be trouble. Whose turn is it to Plinko? The Plinko puck.
Manoli.
We got time for one more topic here on Friday at 4:20. We're closing in on the weekend. Anthony Mlekuz, our guest. Manoli. Patrick, number 10 is the topic du jour. Here we go, boys. Here's an interesting question. Anthony, you got siblings?
I do.
You do? Excellent. How many?
I have a sister.
One sister, that's
Yep,
it?
that's it.
Manolis, you have a brother?
I have one brother. Yes.
PC, what do you got?
One sister.
One sister. Excellent. Okay, here's the question, and I want an honest answer. Do parents have a favorite child?
Yes. Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay, your experience, Anthony. What leads you to believe that your parents have a favorite child?
Because she's better than me in every way. In every way, she is 100% better than me, and I know.
So the parents,
none of their love towards me is real.
Parents get a kick out of me, but that's really about it.
Yeah, I'm like the friendly neighbor that pops in, and they're like, okay, now it's time to go. She's the main character of this story of our lives.
She's the star.
Yeah.
Anthony's just the bit player on the side. Okay, well, that's fair. Manolis, do you think parents have a favorite child? Or do you think they truly love their children equally? Different, but equally.
No, I think they have a favorite. I told my nephew yesterday, actually, that like, somehow it came up that like babies, there's places in the world where like people actually sell a baby. Like, you right? No, it's a real thing. And I told him, I said, he's like, really? That happens? Like, yeah. Sometimes it's like apparently like $30,000. Someone will buy a baby because for whatever reason they can't have one, and someone wants some
on
rich,
the black market. There's people
some rich person wants to raise a baby, right?
Right.
And then I said, your parents were actually thinking about it.
Of course you did.
I said this. They were like, we could pay our mortgage off, but they chose to keep you. And I tell you, every day that goes by, they regret the decision. I told him that literally yesterday.
And then he said, happy birthday to my favorite 7-year-old nephew ever.
And he put that all in a card. It was a lovely card.
Then he helped him blow his candles out and he tucked him into bed.
I'll see you in 50 years, kid.
Yes, exactly. I'll be back, baby. I'm here all week. Enjoy the veal. Patrick Coppolino, do parents have a favorite child?
Yes.
Yes.
Esther's my favorite.
You only have the one.
She's the only one. No, but it's like a running joke now in my family, but my mom makes it very clear that I'm the favorite.
Oh, really? Hey,
yeah, she's had like a scrapbook going for me since like elementary school. Anytime I'm like in the paper, she has this scrapbook. She shows people. It's like so funny. The way you just like rub it into my sister now that like 'cause she doesn't have a scrapbook.
There is. I certainly have heard talk before of particularly Italian homes that the Italian son tends to get a little easier treatment than the Italian daughters. What's that?
And I'm the youngest.
And you're the youngest. You're the baby.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
excellent.
my dad likes my sister more, but I'm not sure.
You're not absolutely sure.
I'll ask him.
You know what?
I'll find out.
That's all right. We're
Why
gonna
don't
have
you just tell me, Dad.
We're gonna have Pat's dad on one show. I'll ask him. Yeah, live on the radio. Guys, it has been a blast. It goes by so fast, and certainly appreciate Anthony Mlekuz being here. Anthony, thank you. First of all,
thank you guys for having me. This is awesome.
Great job. You're a very funny dude. People can see you playing around locally. You do shows around the area, and they can see you. I guess you're 5 nights a week, right? You're in a grade 8 class.
Yeah, they can see me any day, 9 a.m. to 3:30 in grade 8.
How does the sense of humor work into that act? Because it must come in handy, but it's something you also would have to keep in check a little bit because they will get rowdy and rambunctious on you if you're too funny all the time.
Oh yeah, it works. That's the way it works for me. It works to go into the classroom. I never bring that onto stage, but definitely to be in the classroom. It just opens it up a lot more. If they know a teacher's like that can make
them loose and have a little fun.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason to not have a little fun when you're teaching someone something. The days can be long.
Take a lot of the heat off them. Those kids are under a lot of pressure, and it's not easy being a grade 8 kid and getting hockey practices and this and that, and we got to do all these things, and then you got to do well at school, and so I mean, having a little bit of fun along with the learning,
exactly,
would have helped Manoli a lot.
He's in my class.
Wow, that's amazing!
Starting basketball center over here.
On the opposite side of the spectrum, tell us the story about the book.
That book, yes.
When I was in kindergarten, I was wasn't paying attention, and I was just looking at the book racks, and then I started putting my finger on the one book and started hitting it like with my fingers,
flicking it with your finger
for whatever reason, because I'm 4 or 5 or whatever old you are in kindergarten. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, because the teacher was reading a story, out of nowhere, she starts doing it to my face.
She's flicking your face with her finger.
Goes, douche, douche, douche. And when your kid's like, douche, like 4 or 5 times, and I finally looked at her because she was like, who's assaulting me? And she literally says, how do you think the book feels?
Oh, we'll never know, Manolis.
I never touched a book since.
Anthony, how do we follow you on social media so we can keep up with where you're performing next?
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, AnthonyMlekuz. That's it. Anthony Mlekuz. Any of those sites, find me and
okay, I got posted. Anthony. Mlekuz again?
Mlekuz.
Mlekuz. It's actually easier than it sounds.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That's awesome. Manolis, how do we follow you on the social media?
Manolis Santanos at I would spell it out for you, but I don't think I'd probably get it wrong. But so just you figure it out. And okay. I'm always at Levity Comedy Club working on new jokes on Wednesdays, and that's it.
Wednesday nights, and Patrick Coppolino, Levity Comedy Club. Yep. Is where you hang out on Wednesday nights?
Monday to Saturday.
You're there.
I live there.
He's 6 nights and we moved in. I saw you. Yeah. You showed your kid. You had your daughter there. And you were showing movies.
Yeah, I don't have to buy a TV now. We have a projector there.
That's awesome. LevityComedyClub.com. Visit the website. You can find out all about the shows. Wednesday nights, it's amateur night. They have shows Thursday, Friday, 2 on Saturday. It's trivia night on Monday nights. The lounge is open every afternoon at 4, which is why you got to get out of here and go.
Yep.
And it's Levity Comedy Club, downtown Hamilton, King Street, right above the Anchor Bar. So go visit Patrick there, and you can follow him on social media
at Zach McDonald.
At Zach McDonald. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on this edition of Friday at 4:20. Until we get a chance to talk to you again in 7 days, have an awesome weekend.